All right. Gonna give this a shot and see if I get it the first time. All right. Hello, hello. Excellent. Hello, Yoke Wizard. Hope you've been well. Thank you so much for joining me on my third stream. It is much appreciated. Just gonna wait for a little bit. Hopefully, we have more people joining us today. Though, Yoke Wizard, since you are the first, you get to choose what hat I wear today. So, Yoke Wizard, first viewer and speaker here in the chat. What hat would you like today? We have a marvelous collection that is slowly growing. I can show you here because I did, like promised, add them. So, hello, 3 viewers now. Excellent. Feel free to say a quick hello in the chat today. That's the easiest way for me to see screen names and be able to respond to people. I'm still new at this, so appreciate patience. But, Yoke Wizard, I want to show you the magnificent hat options we have now. So, we got we got this guy. There we go. Hold on. Oh my gosh, Eli! Hi! Welcome back! Oh my gosh, 5 viewers. Incredible. Oh my goodness. Hello! Eli, look. Well, outside of fresh drip here, we have begun customizing things a little bit. The kids are in the background here, and thank you, Eli. I'm sorry you missed it last stream. But we continued on the list, the promised list from the first stream of hats. Let me actually put them up here. So we had we had the doo-doo head one. And of course, just so you know, this one is on lock. This is equipable and immediately ready. Also, for those that don't know, hello, my name is Goblin. Sorry, I keep forgetting to do a real intro, but hello, everybody. I am Goblin. Yes! Oh my gosh! No, you're amazing, Eli. Speaking of which, Eli Corvus is, or Elijah Corvus on Instagram, is the artist for this marvelous hat, actually. Both for me and my compatriots, we're all set up. We're all protected. So, we have this set up, and so now I have this excellent fit, and not only that, I also have this set up. I have this guy, and last but not least, we got the original. So, um, there's gonna be a lot of voting today, on different things. Yes, of course, the JPEG. It's a mandatory prerequisite. So, um, for those, my lovely strangers online here, um, these are preset costumes I have that I can toggle with a hotkey. Hello, suspicious triangle, not suspicious JPEG. Oh my goodness. Suspicious triangle. I'm kind of partial to the JPEG. Me too, but they all are perfect. I feel like all of them have a different like level. Like this is for the books. I'm gonna be walking Vogue here. Look at this. Oh my goodness. I need to go closer to the camera here. See, you can just imagine I'm walking here. Very poorly, but this is for Vogue. This is for serious business. And then here, this is for evils. Do a flip. Oh, guess what I can do? Guess what I figured out? Oh! There you go, suspicious triangle. I did a flip for you. Excellent. Get rotated, nerd. Yolk. Yeah. You're right. I did get rotated. Actually, sorry, I keep getting distracted because I want to show everyone the excellent items here. So, from first stream, we have our lovely Honk and Tonk. They are now a part of the background here. They're sitting on top of the mound. On the top left here, let me remove this guy. We have our beloved Yolk Wizard. I drew Yolk Wizard. Here's the full look here. Let me scoot aside. Look at that. I drew that for free because for my special I would say my first 10 or so people who view and comment in the chat so I know your name and I can draw. I was thinking I can draw y'all and you guys. Yes. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Eli. Yes. I tried really hard. I made it so it was like a yolk that I ate once in an egg, and there was like a bird skeleton in it, and I was like, oh my gosh, the miracle of life. Experience mitosis. And got a wizard hat. And so now thank you so much, Barter JM21. Thank you. The second stream this was created in the second stream since Yolk Wizard attended and was the only attendee. So thank you, Yolk Wizard. You're a real one. Not like everyone else isn't. I know everyone's busy. I just really appreciated it. So it also gave me the ability to super focus on the drawing here. So this ended up like accidentally immaculate. So but I really struggled with the shading for like ever. But I will have a process where the homies will be up here on the signboard. So I will be drawing more homies. Or rather more we're all strangers. So I would say my regular strangers. But I would like to continue drawing. However, the chat name, great question. So I was thinking here. Okay. What if so What if you were my online strangers or stranger on the internet? Just because that's what you are. Unless you would like to also be goblins with me. But it might get confusing if I refer to you as Goblin and myself is Goblin. But you know what? It's up to y'all. What would you like to be? I'm not going to like gatekeep goblinhood and goblins the race, goblin hive mind, goblins, perhaps goblets. Yoke wizard, goblin hive mind, goblins, goblets. These are all fabulous suggestions here. You know what? Let's see. Alex Yokes. Me too, Eli. How about this? I'm gonna try and scoot some things around here. And we're going to give it a shot in regards to drawing things. Are there any other suggestions in the meantime, by the way? It would be okay if so. Let's see. And bam. All right, we have a drawing board. So, on the drawing board here, I'm going to draw the 3 suggestions so far. We have, we're going to do it in grain. We have, goblin, hive mind. Okay, and then we have goblins. And then we have goblets. All right. So, for those attending, we're just going to take a simple vote. You can vote twice since there's 3 of them. I like all of these very much. They all are very compelling. So, I will have to leave it for those attending. So, when you are ready, please type into the chat your numbers. This is going to be number 1. This is going to be numero dos. Ranked choice voting, very progressive. Well, of course. Goblins are big goblet head. Barter jam. This is, you know what? Okay, 3, 1, 2. Whoa. On the voting immediately. Excellent. So, we have, let's do a different color. I'm going to do pink for barter jam. Okay, we got, okay, barter jam. 1, 2, 3. Yoke wizard. You're going to get this color. Wait, this color. Oh, no, that's Eli's color. There we go. This is going to be a bit of an eye bleed. I'm going to change this to like this color. Well, all right. 3, 2, 1. Okay. 3, 2, 1. All right. Anyone else? Oh, excellent. Thank you so much, Eli. Let's see. Oh, 3, 2, 1. Oh, goodness. It's looking a little unfair here. That just means it's that good. Wait, hold on. I messed up that. Hold on. I think that should be 3. Okay. 3. Oh goodness. That's just, that went catawankus. Okay. 3. 3 is the perfect number of sides on a shape. Correct. Suspicious triangle, though that seems biased. Goblin sweep! Well, you know, yeah. This is this is becoming quite apparent. Suspicious triangle, would you like to vote today? I'm happy to wait. Um I yeah, I am still taking votes for the next minute. So in 60 seconds. Oh, 3. Suspicious triangle. It is ranked. How did Eli put it? Oh, let's see. Ranked. Oh my goodness. Yes, ranked choice voting. That's the name of it. Okay, 3-3 suspicious triangle. It needs to be the this is option 1, option 2, and option 3, and then you rank them in the order of 1, 2, 3 that you would like. The Goblin Cave is a democracy. Truly, I believe in the voice of the Goblin people, who are soon to be named. That is very darling, though, getting the chance to name yourselves. It does seem evil that saying Goblin Naish, my brain is like, oh, wow, G Naish, perfect. No. That seems... Mm-mm. We'll have to name our country at some point if we will be a nation. Oh, that's right, we'll need to finish our flag. But, alright, well, Suspicious Triangle. I've been quite generous with the time here, but I have to be fair. It appears that you at least wanted 3. So you voted for 3 twice. 3. No! You know what? I'll take it. 3 minus 3 plus 3 equals 3. So, sorry, I had to like load there. So we're just gonna leave it there. So, everyone, congratulations. You all have been officially named the Goblets. Congratulations. If I had a shake hands emoji going to both sides. And it's very excellent how this lined up perfectly. This was everyone's number 1 choice. Thank goodness. I know, tight race, right? So, welcome my goblets to today's stream. Yeah! You know what? Let me see if I can add something too, just for celebration. I'm gonna put 2 of these. Very excited. All right. Well, that's it's official. It's never gonna change. And no matter what happens, I have dubbed y'all goblets due to the most popular number 1 ranking in the rank-based choice-based ranking voting. Yes. So, thank y'all so much. Perfect. That's the first vote done. Nailed it. Excellent. So, I will officially put it in the chat here. This is oh goodness, irreversible. Oh, that's not. Thank you. Okay. Yes. All right. This is irreversible forever, unless a very unfortunate event happens, in which, yes, of course, we will have another ranked choice. Oh goodness. Ranked choice. What? Oh goodness, where is base coming from then? Ranked choice voting. Yes. All right. I'm going to even pin this message. All right. So, I'm going to get over here and see. Would y'all like to get another piece of voting out of the way? Or would y'all like to see the 3 hats that were created in last stream? And or I will draw at least 2 profiles today so I can add them to my little board up here. Great question, Yoke. So, oh goodness. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna erase these. So, there are 2 additional votes. One is what will be my first game that I will play for y'all, rather share, because we talked about it in the first stream, and I checked my Steam library and I checked the cost of things, and I got a collection using the New Year's sale. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to get everything. So I have a small batch for now. But the next time I get paid on my paycheck, and the next time there are big sales, and or, something happens, I have a list of games that I have right now that were also not super expensive because I got 2 jobs. And, I don't think I could excuse the expense currently on spending all of my free money on playing a bunch of video games if I haven't gotten through the ones I've already bought. So, I have to be responsible. We're going to be a responsible republic. So, the second thing, so the first thing is going to be the video games from a list. And this list has a silly little collection of video games. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, Eli, I could not get Civ. Not Civ, it was the other one. Don't worry. I have the first stream on video, so I can watch that back. So it's going to be video game. Will be one of them. And it's going to be the first video game ever I will play for y'all. And these are all video games I've played before, just so I get the lovely opportunity to share with y'all of all the excellent, some of my favorites. And you get to witness me not struggle too badly on gameplay, because these are games I've mostly completed or have at least absolutely completed. So that will limit the frustration or secondhand frustration of struggling. Oh, thank you, Eli. So yes, I'm so glad actually, because we have a good collection here. Let me see if I can copy and paste my Steam library. Let's see. I think I can. So let me do that real quick. And that way, okay, new screenshot. Rectangular, whoa. So I got a good collection here. I'm gonna see if I can image. Can I add something here? Hold on. Y'all are gonna witness me struggle right now. Paste. Yeah! Oh my gosh, okay. I'm able to copy and paste into here. Oh, this is not looking good. Okay, wait, that's not too bad. Okay. This is the selection, everybody. Thank you for your patience. Discovered a new item here. So, also I'm gonna put officially. Chat name. Excellent. So these are the games that I have. I'm going to read them off in a non-numbered list because I don't know how well that's showing up currently on stream. But basically, I have Death and Taxes, Garden Story, Going Under, the Hex, Blaster, whoops, sorry. Let me take off my hat for now. And Minute, Off, Overlord, Pikuniku, Pony Island, and Toem. I think that's how you say it. Or it's Tome, but I say Toem. Happy to face a correction. Ooh, that's actually something I should look up. But those are the options we have today. I will expand my library over time, I promise. I have another section that I'm going to dedicate a little bit of the Goblin budget to. So, but these are the options here. I would say the theme for a lot of these guys are Yuck. You know what? That's real. So, Garden Story is not that mobile game from the ads that has those like insane ads with the clickbait and like grandma secret and death and cheating stuff. That's not the one. Let's see. Go Garden Story. I can give a quick I can give a quick synopsis actually on each video game here. And yes, absolutely. Let's see. How can I give a tour? Oh, you know what? I'll just draw it. So so basically, a lot of these, I would say, a lot of these games in general, Overlord already has my vote. It feels appropriate for your first game. Thank you, Suspicious Triangle. That will be logged. So, but not to make anyone too biased, but I will give a quick explanation on each of the games here, and I'll give a little drawing, and I will be speed drawing. So, I would say overall, in general, these games are either RPGs in one way or another. Some of them are side-scrollers, platformers. I think side-scrollers and platformers primarily are the main ones. There's a couple of three-dimensional ones where they are a lot more dungeon crawlery with specifically, I think they're called roguelikes, actually. I'm sorry. Many words are escaping me today. It's like I have a hole in the side of my head and anything important is slipping out. So I think I should plug that hole real quick with a... Oh, that's not the emote I desired, actually. Sorry. I meant with this glorious hat. Okay, the thinking cap is on. So, there are some roguelikes on here, and I'll go over each item. There's actually one game on this list I've never played before, so that's kind of a wild card if y'all want to see me struggle in real time. Barter Jam. I'm familiar with Overlord and Off. Excellent. Those are both great games. I love them both very much. I'm very biased. But I also love many of the games here on this list. I would say each of these games kind of deliver, from what I've found, a pretty unique experience. So Death and Taxes is, I would say it's very, it's an decision-based game where basically the premise is that you build your Grim Reaper and you are in the underworld and you are deciding whether certain people live or die. And you decide that based off of their profile. And you have shifts, and your decisions on who lives and who dies affects the state of the earth on, things topside, right? I'm going to draw a little skull here. And, okay, speed drawing, so it doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be on the paper. All right, so Death and Taxes. So that's a little skull. You get to customize your little model. So I think, if I remember right, you get a little cloak option. You can choose the head. You can choose your color. And you just go to work on shift. You clock in, get your pay stub. You have a desk. And on this desk, you review your cases. And I think it's Life or Fate is your boss. And he is telling you and giving you a limit is for each shift, a certain amount of people have to die. Like, have to die in order to continue progressing in the main story. And so you basically choose from a list, you decide on yourself, you choose who has to die, so you cross them out. And then, in between your shifts, you get to interact with the other Grim Reapers and kind of learn about the world. Specifically, what's happened to the other ones that were hired before you? Why are you number like 415? What's happening? And then, additionally, with the other characters, you get to kind of learn more about the underworldscape as a whole. Like, what's it like for animals? Is there a department for them? Is there a department for, heaven? The upstairs, if you will. And I found this game very fun and interesting. It had me thinking a lot. I accidentally got the, from what I see, is like the best ending, accidentally from the jump. I completed the game and I was like, whoa, that's so fun. What are the other endings? And I looked into it and there's genuinely many endings in the game because not only do your decisions during your shift, i.e., how well do you perform, how well the earth is prospering from your decisions, and how well you maintain your connections with your coworkers, that kind of affects everything going on. And so I would say that in general, Death and Taxes is you are experiencing corporate sabotage, but in the underrealm. And you either have the choice to do your best and, save the world and maintain the upstairs. You can doom it forever, or you might be able to escape and no longer be a cog in the corporate machine before collapse. And so, that's Death and Taxes. It's very interesting. It might be a little bit heavy, but I think it's a very interesting one. And I would love to play that with y'all just because, I've already played this game once. And so I know how it was when I was just doing it by myself. But if we wanted to do things by committee vote or by, discussion, I think that would make things very interesting. And we can see communally what would be the result. What would be the ending we could get? So, that's Death and Taxes, sorry. Garden Story is about, that one is an RPG side-scroller. And you are truly playing the position of a grape. You are a young grape. And you have a utensil to fight against the corruption. And the corruption is hurting the other plants and the other plant villagers around you. And so that one is, it's fun. It's kind of hard to play. I found the aesthetic very wonderful. The music is excellent, actually. And also, the interactions were just really delightful. It also, it really held my attention throughout. Yolk Wizard. Oh, I just saw this one was on sale in the Switch shop. Not sure if it still is, but it looks very cute. Confirmed. It is very cute. You get to have a house. You get to have furniture. You can have weapons. You can upgrade your skills, I believe. And there's kind of like an overarching plot of basically there are certain plants, citizens, that are guardians of certain areas, and something is happening to each guardian. And you are the next guardian for your tiny little area. But obviously, there is a big mystery and a big evil afoot. So, you, as a tiny grape, have to go and defeat an evil and make friends along the way and kind of figure out what's going on. What's the bigger picture? So, that is Garden Story. Oh, wait, a little sword. Going Under is, oh my goodness, that one is a roguelike. That one is, I think, that one is Aggro Crab's first game, and it is a delight. You basically play as an intern in corporate hell with a startup that's not doing well. And you're just an intern trying to kind of get your big break. You're trying to build up your portfolio, your resume with experience. And so you just started this job. You're actually working, I think, if I remember right, I think you're the online person. You're handling the social media, I think. So here you are trying to do social media, but your boss is like, hey, I'm going to need you to go down into some of the dead startups over there, and I need you to grab some items to make us more successful. That will be really the key for us to succeed as a company. And that's when your intern goes downstairs into other doomed startups. This game is an incredible satirical, I think, critique. It was released, I think oh goodness, I think it was, I played it, I think, during the beginning of Shutdown era. And I played the heck out of this. It's very fun. It has references, I think, from so many different things, making fun of finance bros, a lot of things. And this was actually made before everyone was agreeing that crypto was not only a scam, but was proven to be a scam. So they were super ahead of the curve on making fun of things and being absolutely correct about it. And you get to choose your outfits. You get other friends who are waiting for you at your startup, other employees, and you get to interact with them. You get to build a relationship, friendship, mind you, no dating, which is perfect for me. And you get to go through this story and see if you can basically defeat capitalism. Yes, no. While looking excellent and while doing it. I would say the music from Going Under has, oh my goodness. I also may be a little biased because the first level, let's just say the first level may or may not have creatures that look very similar to me. And the music from that level is actually my favorite. It makes you really jam while you go through. And so very biased. So, but this one is excellent. It really is a long playthrough though. So I'd be happy to play it in bursts or until we achieve certain something, or unless the chat just, if y'all, my little goblets, would like me to keep going, well, I will do so. Unless I really want to do something else, then I would have to petition for something different, if you don't mind. So let me also give you a sword. Let's see. But there's lovely little characters in there. I would say if we do not if we do not get the chance to play Going Under today, I would highly recommend, please, 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 at least check out the music that is on available on YouTube for free. They have the complete album available. I love the ones from the Goblin levels. I actually used that when I was in quite a few jobs that made me feel very similarly to the intern. So, next one. The Hex. That's the wild card. I don't know what that game is about. I know it's made by one of my previous game developer who made another one of the games on this list, and also it's just someone that I really, really enjoy the games that they make. I think that one is referred to as a glitch game, where specifically it might mess with your game files, it might mess with the game itself, and all I know is it's a journey, and it might be a little scary as well. So if you want something a little scary and witness me being scared in real time, I'll make sure to keep it down for my neighbors. Then the Hex will be that one. Kara Blaster is, well, you're a frog with a gun. It's an excellent pixelated side scroller, little Metrovania like, and truly frog with gun. You just run places, and basically you have a lab that you work for as a cleanup business. And oh, this is an interesting little frog. You know what? Yes. Let's give you little feats. There you go. Frog. Yeah, you're a frog with a gun. And basically you're just trying to clean things up. because it seems like the world is ending in some way or another, and you are there to try and prevent it from happening the best you can. This game actually made me cry. The story, it develops, it seems like it's something simple, like almost like, one of those games that you would find on Crazy Monkey Games or on those websites that people made really easy or fun games with, for free, and they made it available. I'm forgetting the main one. I can see it. It's what is it called? It has this, and there's somebody in a tank coming out of it, and they're just like here, and it's red and red and orange. Newgrounds. Yes. Yo, thank you. Yes, Newgrounds. That's what I meant. Excellent. Yes. So, you would think it's kind of like those games that's released on Newgrounds, but the story starts developing, and you grow attached to some people, and stuff happens as the world is ending, and you're doing your best to prevent it. I've beat this game. It's very hard, actually, but highly recommend it. Frog with Gun. I was not a Newgrounds. Sorry, Yolk Wizard said I was not a Newgrounds kid myself, but I played on a lot of those Flash game sites. Yes, Flash games. R.I.P. Flash, dude. Actually, that R.I.P. Flash. Wah, wah. Sad. I miss something. Wait, don't click that. Okay, Barter Jam. I will not click on that. But Frog with Gun game. Let's see. Oof. The next one is Mind Scanners. Whew. This one is an incredible game. I would say it might be very topical, but basically, you are in a worldscape. What did they mean by that? Well, Barter Jam can keep their secrets. It's okay. I'm sure if Barter Jam is comfortable revealing what that means, they can share. But if not, sorry, to continue. Mind Scanners is it's an incredible visual game. Let me try. I miss addictinggames.com. Yes, absolutely. I was a big fan of Crazy Monkey Games, and I think there was miniclip.com. I was a big proponent of miniclip. I miss them. I miss them so much. I know some of them actually still work. I might actually go on one of them for some time. You know what? We'll put that Flash games. That is another option that is going to be added here. Yeah, Yoke. Oh my gosh, did you get on miniclip too? Oh my gosh. All right. Excellent. So Flash games on the list officially. I don't know if I can do that right now because that may I need to figure out which ones still work and play test them a little bit just to make sure that they don't break. But okay, that is for the future. I'll keep that in mind. So, I mostly used AndCon and Nitrome for Flash games in OFC. Yes, no, I don't know what Nitrome and AndCon is. I will look that up. I will see next time. Well. Yes. Looks like the tables have turntabled, if you will. Let's see. Mind Scanners, sorry, to get back to it, basically, Mind Scanners is, you're living in the distant future of flying cars, totalitarianism, and a regime, so to speak. You are just a humble therapist. And therapy in the future is decided by plugging in a controller into people's brains and basically defeating mental illness through mini games and through dialogue, and specifically trying to make sure that they keep their sanity. This is also a game where you have multiple endings. I promise it's more tasteful than how I described it. It's excellent, honestly. I played it and I was so enchanted by it, and not only by the incredibly unique art style, which is very high contrast, pixelated. It's a little bit of an eye bleed, but I promise it's actually really interesting. And so you play mind scanners and you basically you help people, and you have a daughter, and the reason why you're a therapist for the government is that they are holding your daughter kind of hostage because she has a gift, and they're basically holding her hostage and taking care of her health wise. And basically how successful you are as a therapist and how well you can, either help your city or, again, really breed chaos and mentally refresh people, if you will. You get different endings. You can also choose whether you want to be a part of the resistance and overthrow the evil government, or you can be a governmental stooge. I'm a little biased, but I did get all endings, so I tried it out. And again, really incredible game. This one, that one is pretty advanced, honestly. I don't know, I might have to censor some things, but it's definitely, I would recommend giving it a try if you can. Minute. Minute is an excellent game. You're a little guy. It's pixelated, side scroller, RPG, top down. And what's incredible is that you only have a minute before you die every time. So, over time, you're able to affect the world around you between each of your runs. And some of the changes you make are permanent. Some of the changes you make, you have to make within a minute. And, oh my goodness, I believe we just hit our follower goal of 5 followers. Excellent. Thank you so much for joining us, Hand Cannon 7. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Barter Jam 21, for joining us. Thank you so much. Thank you for the follows. Thank you so much for joining us, Hand Cannon 7. I believe this is also your first stream, so hello. I am currently going over the different games that I have copy and pasted here and by vote. One of them will be chosen, and I will start playing that game first. I've played almost all of these games, except for the Hex. That one will be truly a unique experience, so we will be going through that together. Which might be, that might be tough, but we'll make it. Still, excellent! So, thank you all so much! So, currently, I'm going through each of the games and the summaries. I'm so sorry you've missed the previous summaries. So happy for this green little dog or whatever magic is happening here. Thank you, Suspicious Triangle. You know what? From the front, I do look very chihuahua. But as soon as I rotate, this big ol' schlong, this excellent protrusion of a nose, which I love so much. Thank you again, Eli, for making the best nose whatsoever, appears. So, anyways, sorry, schlong nose, yes. Wait, is schlong only... Wait. Is that only referred to something? Nah. No, it's fine. So... yes, let's just continue. It means snake. Oh my gosh, suspicious triangle. Okay, cool. I was very worried there for a second. All right. Yeah, it's very snake-like. It's like the tail of a snake. It's perfect. Eli did an excellent job with my nose. I love it so much. Sorry, back to Minute. So, Minute is an excellent game where you are a little guy. You only have a minute to live, and then the run restarts. You can affect the world around you, either in your run or out of your run, and over time, you basically uncover the story overall. It's very fast paced, very fighting for your life. I have beaten the game twice, both in the regular version and in the ultra hard mode, I think. And 10 out of 10, really recommend Minute. That one is also one that really expands outside of the simple premise and really has a lot of funny moments, has a lot of really fun characters. I think Minute is a lot more fast paced version of, I would say, maybe less in depth, but definitely more fast paced version of Undertale. It's very similar in kind of the silliness that you can unlock. So really recommend that one as well. I love all these games. I've played them all way too many times or sunk at least like, oh, whenever I play a game and I like it, I truly disappear off the face of the earth a little bit because I just want to consume it until it's gone. So I'm very much a binge consumer in terms of video games because I want to know how it goes, you know, and they'll have to take a break after like getting to the end of it and burning out. But at least with stream, I will be unable to do so. I will be locked so I don't end up burning out. I'll have a nice period of time in between, so I will always come back fresh, which is great. Off. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh goodness. Off is a game that it is so old that it was from the era where people would make a game, upload it on a domain that they bought, and you would download it with the hopes that you were not getting a huge amount of malware. It is that old. Recently, it has come to other platforms and been made available, which is amazing. Genuinely, I played Off in high school, freshman year, which I don't know about you, but for us goblins, or at least for my goblin self, that was many goblin livehoods ago. So many generations ago, so to speak. And it's just incredible. Off is a game where you play as the batter. You play as the batter here. And you've been tasked with cleansing a space with your bat. And this space is very strange. It's almost a dead world, full of very few remaining citizens. Yes, makes absolute sense, Barter Jam. Off is noted inspiration for Undertale / Deltarune. That makes absolute sense. Off is the absolute like progenitor for so many games because at the time there wasn't really anything like Off. And it's so fun actually. Off I think originally was a student project that was just made available for kicks. And it just slowly spread through word of mouth, like the old-fashioned way. There was, I found out about it actually at the lunch table. The seniors there were playing this game on someone's laptop, and I was invited over because I was eating by myself, and because I was new in town, so to speak. And so the seniors took me over, and we played Off together. And we also played Eve. We also played a lot of games from that era together, and that really actually that's really funny actually thinking about it. That's where my enjoyment of like playing games with other people, and really sharing that experience of like things that I really enjoy. I think that was truly cultivated then. I don't really talk to a lot of the people there from that kind of lifetime. very much anymore because we all grew up and apart, so to speak. But those memories at lunch were, you know, no matter how tough school was, we would go and play lunch at my friend's really crusty laptop. And we would just play these games together and we would voice the games together and we would just experience the adventure. And I'm really thankful because that experience really carried me through a lot in high school. So, and that affected me very clearly today. So, goes to show the things that you share with other people, especially things that you like, it truly impacts them for a long time in a really positive way. And same with, I don't know many of those people anymore. I don't know who they are today or where they are at, but I always think of them very fondly when I think of games like Off. So, here's to them. But yeah, Off is crazy. I love the music. Eli, thank you for your words of wisdom. Well, I do have a little hat perfect for that, actually. Not to break the wisdom with something absolutely ridiculous, but this was one of the items that Yolk Wizard and I worked on together last stream, outside of Doo Head. And it's this hat. It's my wizard hat, where I can exist in good wisdom. So, welcome to the chat, Wizard Hat. Sorry, I keep getting distracted, but I forgot how many memories that, like, the things that you enjoy. Thank you, Eli. It is a wisdom hat. It has a lot of similarities to the doo-doo head hat, but you know what? It has the stars, and that's truly what makes it different. So, highly recommend Off. It's incredible. The characters are zany. The dialogue is fun. It's an RPG puzzle game with a turn-based combat, and it has multiple endings depending on how you play the game. And it's one of a kind, truly. So, sorry. Not to keep, what is it? Waxing something. What's that turn of phrase in English? Waxing thoughtful. When you're, like, being old and you're talking about a lot of things. Waxing poetic. Thank you, Eli. Oh my gosh. See, it looks like I have to go back to the other hat because, you know, I think this is truly when I'm at my strongest of my thinking capabilities. Thank you, Eli. So, or nostalgia. Thank you, Suspicious Triangle. So, but yes. Overlord. Okay, I got into this a little bit the last time, but basically, Overlord is one of the few three-dimensional games on this list, and this is Evil Pikmin. I think this is actually, reasonably, I don't know if this game actually came out before the first Pikmin or not. I'm not trying to start, like, a war here, or like a battle, so to speak, but I'm pretty sure that it did start as, like, I think that was the first one. But basically, it's Evil Pikmin in the sense that you are this evil final boss overlord. And you wake up from your beautiful slumber after, I think, being mostly defeated by the previous hero. And you had a castle. You had a beautiful woman. And you had minions of many kinds. Goblins, to be exact. And you kind of just had the complete control of the entire area. You were ruling, so to speak, because you are the overlord. And basically, while you slept, everything was stolen, everything was lost, and it's been many, many years. So any human that was loyal to you has died. So, throughout the game, you're trying to reclaim things back to the ruins of your tower after you're awoken by your incredibly loyal advisor, who is a goblin. And you just unlock more goblins, more goblin types, and you fight enemies. It's definitely a parody game, I think very similar to Shrek in the sense that it makes fun of a lot of fairy tales and kind of goes on the more, you know, truly a parody, a little bit of absurdism, silliness, and humor. I think some of the humor is definitely outdated though, so I'm not like endorsing the entire script. But it's a very silly game where you just get to play an evil guy who's in charge of a horde of goblins, and you just kind of retake over the world together. You can choose to be a truly evil overlord, to mess with the peasants, to mess with the druids and the fairies and the dwarves, all the different areas. Or you can be really nice to them and build an alliance, so to speak. This game, I did not finish, but I got very far in. Because when I try and play games like Pikmin, I do no death runs, which is I refuse to let a single one of my horde die. To me, that's a loss. One is too big of a loss. So I will save scum it, which is when you reload the save, and I will basically have I will only hold myself to perfect runs where no single minion dies. So I think Overlord was the start of that habit. But yeah, that's how I actually got through the Pikmin games too. It's very difficult, but not impossible. So next game is Pikuniku is a relatively short game, but it's so silly and it's so fun. It's actually very similar to Overlord, but you're the beast, and you awake in this cave. You go out to the world, and you are captured. So you're locked up, and you're properly mistaken as the beast. The thing is as the beast, you don't know who you are. You just woke up. There's no previous information you have. You're learning about the world as much as anyone else. So you go through and try and get your bearings. And it turns out capitalism exists in this silly world. And there's a major corporation that's basically advertising to the greater public that, hey, if you sell me your resources that you just have in such big abundance, I'll give you money. And it's just like it's a hack. It's a money hack, if you will. And not a scam at all. And you go through this world trying to help these people who are being definitely conned by this conglomerate. And in this game, I will say, it has a very good ending. I can't spoil it because I think that spoiled the fun. But let's just say it's very satisfying. All right. Thank y'all so far for sticking so long. Oh, that's right. Pikuniku is very silly. It is side-scroller RPG. You interact with the world in tiny ways, and you get to have new hats. And the hats really make the difference. There's Pony Island. This one is a tough one to explain, but basically, this is also a glitch game. So, Pony Island is an infamous game that started kind of like the horror game genre that people think of like when they talk about Doki Doki Literature Club, where you will get a game that advertises as one thing. Like if you look at the tags on the game store when you try and buy this game, woof. Watch out. This is definitely a horror game. But basically, this is meant to be originally an MLP parody, and kind of like a simple Flash game. And then overall, you find out that it's not a simple Flash game. You've downloaded a very malicious, sentient piece of malware, and you have to escape. You have to beat it at its own game. Literally. This is a glitch game in the sense that it will mess with its own game files. It evolves as a game. Like if you look at the files and what is going on while you play, any programmers or game developers out there, it's incredible actually. It's also very scary because of the amount of work and planning and like rigging that had to happen. But that one is that was very, very scary. Um, I didn't play through it all the way because I got too scared playing it by myself. I was also quite young back then. I still am young, but I'm not like, a baby anymore. I probably could play it with y'all. And then, last but not least, we have Toem. Toem is a game that is so sweet, and oh, I cried big old tears at this one as well. But you're basically just a little lad, and you're a little guy, and you get I think it's your grandma's camera. And your grandma has always wanted to see something called the Toem, but she's too old to travel. But she was a very famous and very prolific photographer, I think. Or she just always had this camera but never got the chance to travel. So you are a little child on not necessarily a Pokemon adventure. It feels like a little bit. But you're just going around the world taking pictures, completing little puzzle pictures and objectives, getting stamps on a little card here. And as you help out citizens, get pictures, complete objectives, your little travel pass gets stamped. And then you're able to move on to the next area. And then you basically go through the map until you get to Toem. And then you get to take the picture and go home. It's an excellent little game full of adventure. You help out people along the way. You meet very strange people. You have to complete some very silly objectives. And I played this game recently, and it made... I don't know how to explain it outside of... it made my heart feel very big. Like with the Grandshore, it grows it grows a lot of times. It just made my chest it made me truly a warm and fuzzy ending. And it's very wonderful. So, woof! Thank y'all for sticking around. That is all of the games on here with my mini explanations. We will probably play all of these games. It's just, what would you like to see first? If y'all are thinking of something more fun, something that is fun, lighthearted, and truly silly, doesn't really kind of make you think very hard, with some emotional moments, I would say Toem, Pikuniku. Let's see. Going Under and Garden Story are definitely that. So these are the happy and silly. These made me laugh, and they're just ridiculous and very fun. The glitch games that are kind of scary are Pony Island. Off is a little scary. Mind Scanners is a little scary. I think Hex is a glitch game that is scary. Scary. Glitch. And then I'll make this color. These are the more serious / involved games. So we got Death and Taxes, also just because of the subject matter in other items might be a little intense. So Death and Taxes, the Hex. I think Pony Island gets tough. Mind Blasters gets tough. And then the remainder, these are just experiences. And for that, I would say that Minute, Toem, and Blaster. Those are experiences. And I would say that Overlord is definitely happy / silly. So, all right. Thank y'all for your patience. So, please list in the chat 3 games that you would like for me to play. And if any of them have commonality, we'll just go with that one. Because we have, I think, currently 3 viewers in the chat. So that means 9 guesses. So let's see if y'all can collaborate. If you have any questions about particular games, I'm happy to answer them. But I'm curious what y'all will decide and what you're most compelled to first. I hope my I hope my kind of color coding here helps kind of make things simple, because I tend to over explain a lot. So it makes sense if some of the information just was overwhelming or just didn't, not everything was absorbed. That's okay. Okay. Barter Jam has given the vote. Split between Overlord, Karablaster, and Off, because I'm biased. Super fair. Yolk Wizard, Going Under, Pikuniku, Karablaster. All great. Feeling silly. Those are definitely very silly games. Suspicious Triangle, Overlord, Off, Toem. And let's see, we already have some overlap, which is great. Hello, I see I have another viewer potentially hopping on and off. So, in case they're able to hop back on in time, I'll give it a couple minutes. But so far, it seems like we have... The viewer is me. My phone died. No, Eli! I'm glad I waited. So, welcome back, Eli. We are currently, I've asked our lovely goblets here if they can list 3 games that they want to play, and if any of them overlap, I'll put them in a list, and then from there we'll have a final choice. So, Eli, I'm happy to wait until you put your answer down. No problem. In the meantime, actually, I'm going to put an indicator on the ones that already have overlap. Seems like we have Karablaster, Overlord, Off. Oh, Eli, let me know if you need any help in case your phone died while I was explaining things. I'm happy to answer your questions, especially because your phone died, and that's unfair. Okay, Garden Story, Off, Toem. Okay, Garden Story, let's see. I made it through all the explanations. Yes! Okay, excellent. How lucky. So then, Toem, Off. Almost everyone has said Off. That's very compelling. Okay. Just checking. But, alright, so it seems like the overlap has been Karablaster, Off, Overlord, and Toem. So, now we have a short list for our very first game. We will get through probably all of them. It will take a long time, but each time we will come together and revote on which game should be next. And if games are a little tough or if they're a little too serious, I could play 2 games at once, where we will just switch off between the different streams just to give everybody a break. So far it seems like Off is the most compelling. So I'll put a little dot there. But, so, right? My 4 lovely viewers. We have now a short list of Karablaster, Off, Overlord, and Toem. Really an excellent mixture of silly games, experiences, and a more serious one. slash scary one. So, I'm going to ask everyone, please re-vote, and we'll do a rank-based, not based. I keep adding that. But we will make it, we will do it rank style voting again, like how we did with the name of the chat, because that went very well, if you don't mind. Rank choice. Thank you, Eli. Saving my life here. I'm going to put rank choice up here so I don't keep embarrassing myself here. Rank choice. Yay! Okay. That's how you spell it. Yes. All right. So, again, I'll give a single sentence summary for each game. Carol Blaster, you are a frog with a gun in a cleaning company, and you're trying to prevent the end of the world in the lab that you work at. Off, you are a batter coming in to cleanse the world of evil. And maybe that evil is capitalism. Overlord, you are the evil lord. There's maybe a theme here. You are an evil lord, reborn in a new era, and you are determined to reclaim your right to be an absolute nuisance to everyone around you with your horde of goblins. Of course. And then Toem, you are a young lad with a camera, and you're taking pictures of every little creature, every silly moment, and maybe taking cute selfies while interacting with the lovely people on the way to the big goal, which is Toem. So, I did it. 4 games remain. So, I will give y'all some time to do your vote. And whoever is the first will get it. They will get the right to be the first game we experience together. All right. First one cast is by Suspicious Triangle. Overlord, Toem, and Off. All right. I'll write that down. Thank you for participating, Suspicious Triangle. Let's see. I'm gonna do this. Let's do Borble. Overlord. Toem. Off. All right. Who is next? 5 viewers! Hello! For whoever is new to the stream, we are currently voting through ranked choice voting. What will be the first game that we can play together? And by together, I mean I will be the one playing it, and y'all will be along for the ride. And maybe we can talk about some of the decisions that we're making together. Because I've already played almost all of these games, so I'm interested in the journey that we can take together, not by myself. So we got Eli has casted Toem, Overlord, Off. All right, this is getting pretty serious, pretty compelling. So we got Toem, Overlord, Off. Okay. I'm waiting for at least 2 more votes to be cast. Because we had 4 at the beginning of this discussion, so I would like to make sure that just in case anyone else's phone is dying or they had to go to the bathroom or get a drink of water, very understandable things. Please take care of yourself. Give them a chance before the vote is final. And that's just going to be how it is for a little bit. So, in the meantime, let's take a quick 5 or maybe a quick few minutes. And if you also need to get a quick drink of water or a bite to eat some food, very encouraged, then feel free to. In the meantime, I'm going to present the last hat. Oh, Yolk Wizard, I think the stream cut out on my end for a sec. Could you reiterate what the final games we're choosing between are? Yes, of course! Absolutely! I was afraid that happened. I'm glad we waited. So, Yolk Wizard, to catch you up, the final games that we're choosing from, based off of everyone else's overlap, is Carol Blaster, Off, Overlord, and Toem. And so far, Suspicious Triangle and Eli Corvus has submitted their vote. Of course, Yolk Wizard. Least I can do. Toem, Carol Blaster, Off. All right. Let's see. That's right. I gave you. Let's see if this works. Okay, so Toem 1. Carol Blaster 2. Oh goodness, things are shaking up. We are not a united front. We are united with Off for some reason. Off just keeps getting 3s. That's really funny. 4! 4 3s for Off! That's incredible coordination. All right. Carol Blaster. Overlord. And then Off. Oh, that's a shaky 3, but a 3 nonetheless. All right. Thank you all so much for your participation. I'm sorry that stream seems to be, or things are just complex between phones and the stream connection. I myself actually had a bit of trouble with the stream. It says it's unstable, which I've never had that problem before. Other times it was fine. So we'll find out what that means in terms of a consequence later. I think I know how to resolve that for next time, so don't worry. And so far it doesn't look like it's affecting the ability to, I think, record it, so I think we're okay. But congratulations, everyone! Based off of ranked choice voting, it appears that Toem has won. Toem will be the first game that we play together. So, congratulations, everyone! It will be Toem first, number 1. Next will be Overlord, number 2. And then, Off, it has to be number 3. I can't go against the unity right here. That is excellent coordination. Excellent. So, thank you everyone for participating. You have decided the fate of this stream for the next few months, honestly. Especially since I'm at least going to stream once a week. But if people are available and would like to have, I can stream more than once. I'd have to negotiate with my schedule, but I can do it more than once. Especially if people are having a great time. But I will also be trying to get through these games as efficiently as possible. So, with that, it's been decided. Excellent. Thank you all again. All right, quick time check also. Let's see. All right, it's 5 minutes to the hour. Almost at the 2 hour, no, JK, an hour and a half mark for the stream. So, well, we got the choice here. So I will put it in the chat and I will pin it so it's official. But first game I will play will be Toem. The second game I will play is Overlord. And no matter what, I have to play off third. Okay. Official. Excellent. This turned out great, honestly. We're going to start out with a fun experience. Then we're going to go with a fun, something more diabolical. Visit some of my goblin brethren, so to speak. Get to see some origin. And then third, we're going to go on a scary experience. So, all right. Excellent. So, those were honestly my major voting items for today's stream. So we got that done. Thank y'all. I'm going to make sure to save this. It's going to be saved as Twitch 3 votes. Where do I save these things? You know what? I'll save it there. Excellent. And so, it is saved as a record for all time. Now, for the 3 that remain, I want to make sure I keep my start of stream item, which is that last time, Yolk Wizard and I have made 3 more hats for our collection here. We have our Wise Wizard hat. We have our Doo-Doo hat. And we have oh my gosh, it's so small. Let me see if I can get it. This is kind of like that SpongeBob, I think, meme where it was super far away and the music kept playing as it slowly got closer. Oh my gosh, it's not getting bigger than this. Oh my gosh. Let me try this. Oh, it's... Oh dear. Well, that's the 3rd hat. Let me see if I can... I think I need to load it again. No, wait. There we go. I think I have to reload it, so let me get it back. But, Yolk Wizard, this lovely propeller that you contributed is, it's kind of microscopic. I can't make it very big, so this is how it exists. Is this what you wanted, Yolk Wizard? Let me see if I can. I think I can make it bigger, so hold on. Alright. That's the maximum. That's the best we can do. Excellent. So, thanks to the first stream and us making sure we follow our recommendations and suggestions to the letter. So we have this hat. We have our little propeller hat. Honestly, I love it being so small is honestly perfect. If I pull it down enough. Thank you, Eli. Yeah, this is an excellent hat. Can I like put it at the very... Oh my gosh. I love it here. Excellent. I'm gonna slap these guys on the board. Let's see. So we got these guys. In the future, I would say, because as I'm trying to add things to the stream, and I've added the chat successfully into the stream, I have added a YouTube channel, actually, and I am uploading all of the streams there. There was a mishap with the second stream where I accidentally deleted it off of Twitch, but that was after I saved it in its entirety to my computer. So, if you missed the last stream, feel free to watch that if you would like and you have time. It's a nice chill time that I had with Yoke Wizard. And you get to see the creation of the lovely hats. And also, I have a segment that I am doing where in the next stream, well, let me set it up like this. In the first stream, there were questions that I asked and kind of just naturally came up. So, I will have a segment at the start of the next stream. If you're able to turn in, I will be answering those questions because I will be investigating what the answers are. So, for instance, last time there was a question, or rather, last time, there was the question on if there's a difference between an opossum and possum. The answer is yes, there is a difference actually. They're two different species. That's the different names of the Australian variation and the North American variation. One is the opossum and one's possum. I don't think Americans or Australians really mind, because I've heard both, but that's the answer. And the question, are opossums the same as rats? Because they're suspiciously similar. Answer, they're both alive, but they're under different families. The rat is a vermin and part of the vermin group of fauna, and the opossum and possum are both marsupials. So they are different. They're different. I also learned how to say the word, oh, which is which. Great question, Eli. Oh goodness. Let me look it up. I will use the site I used last time, which is, I think it was between opossum and possum. Let's see. Yes. So the opossum is the North America variety. It's Tonk is an opossum. Opossum. And possum, no O, just possum. That is the Australian variety of the possum. Fun, right? So, we will be learning together throughout these streams, making it a little bit educational. And I also just like answering questions, and I like going and finding out information and retrieving it, and then sharing, because that way we can learn together, because I didn't know there was both an opossum and possum. I thought they were kind of like tomato in terms of different regions referring to the same thing, but using their different preferences. But it's still the same word. Dialects, I think. Yes. Isn't it interesting, Eli? Anyways, so glad I could answer the question now. So actually, this would be a great segue potentially. Let me see if I can pull this up. Let's see. Oh, this might cause a stir, but we're gonna try it. I'm setting up the capture right now so you can see, I think. All right. There we go. That's the YouTube channel that I have made. I was able to get the first stream up on there. And so now we have a repository of all of the streams, and now that I've been able to add chat to the stream and as it records, that will not be lost, actually. It will be kept. So we can relive memories and revisit questions that were asked in streams together. So in addition, I have different playlists that I've added. I have sources to stream answers. So there was that word I was struggling to say while I was giving a tour of VTuber Studio. And, well, that word is said like phoneme. I think I remembered that right. So basically, anything that I learn or I use YouTube as a reference, I will be adding it here. I will also be adding more things, like I will try and find a good possum video and to add to here, just for learning purposes. I have added sounds and effects that I'm using, so now you too can listen to 10 hours of water dripping in cave. And then I remember at the first stream, there was the question a little bit of, there was a lot of learning in regards to and new experiences with VTube Studio. So I thought it might be helpful if I made a playlist of tutorials that worked and I used genuinely while learning and prepping things, because there are so many videos. Some of them did not work for me. Some of them may have crashed OBS or other things I was working on. So here is my reference. So I'm going to slowly build kind of a library so that anyone throughout the streams can find the information that I found and, also find it helpful. So for instance, the first video on here is actually how I was successfully able to add the chat feature to OBS. So can confirm it works. And it was at a good speed, and it introduced me to something called Stream Elements website. Non-sponsored, by the way. This is not sponsored. My goal is to not ever be sponsored, because I don't, I just want to stay doing me. And then I have streams here as well. It says there's 2 videos, which kind of scares me. I don't know why there's 2 videos. I'll have to check that. But, so, now officially, we will have all of the streams and maybe some silly moments that I enjoyed in short form content, which I'm trying out, but you know what? I don't know if I'm made for short form. And yeah, this is the only one. So, if you ever miss a stream, you're welcome to catch up. And if you would like just to, catch up on specifically while I'm playing the video games that we have listed here, they will all be posted in their entirety, my playthrough, or at least unless something really big happens and it causes a problem that I'll have to fix. But all of the playthroughs will be available here as well. And I will make them available. I may edit them a little bit if I can. That's kind of my next thing on my list, is to learn how to better edit videos and start getting more condensed things, because 2.5 hours is a lot. So, especially if I'm struggling with certain bits of the game. So I could maybe, help provide a more condensed experience for quick viewing. So that is that's my quick little reference point here. It's me because it's the same icon, and if you go to my Twitch channel, it is now available as a link on when you go and look at social media section. My YouTube channel will be there, which is very exciting, honestly. All right, back to the good stuff here. So let's see. Let me make sure that I can. All right. So, with the 4 viewers here, I think I've gone through most of my list. So, I would say that the next time we meet up, so as of next week, I will be playtesting in the meantime to make sure that it works, but I'm pretty sure it will be just fine, which I'm very excited about. We will be playing Tome together. And for Tome, I think if I can, I'm going to try and basically set things up as they are now, which is that I will be in the bottom right corner, the chat will be above me, and then the game will be on the top left. In between now and the next stream, I may add some additional items if I can. I'm going to see if I can add a polling system. So that way, for those who would like to contribute to decisions, y'all can. And we will try and keep it as a majority is favored, but no pressure. We can also do what most people think, or if I have to make an executive decision on, hey, just because I played this game before, this is if y'all want this, I might kind of older sibling it a little bit, being like, hey, if you want, are you sure you want to do that? But just as advice. But we'll find out together, or rather, it will be a new experience for y'all, and I will get to see what happens as we play the game and experience things together. So, let's see. I think that's everything. And so, thank y'all so much for joining me today and being able to join. Very excited to have returning faces. I will keep a promise. I'm promising that the first 10 people who are following, I'm going to draw their little icons as I see it. And I'll make a custom little icon right above here for each of y'all. I'll put the hats over here. And in the future, I did see that actually there's something that you can do with your chat where your chat can change like your outfit or your hats or kind of anything like that. So I will be looking into that, though, since I'm just a goblin. I'm not official. And I'm not a professional. So there's certain things that Twitch has available, but I'm not a fancy partner or even affiliate. So a lot of those things are locked away from me. But until then, we'll see what we can do and what we can finagle together. Just because they're unavailable in one way doesn't mean that that door is closed somewhere else, Maybe there's a window. Who knows? We'll find out. So, let's see. With Tome being our first game, and for the 3 remaining, I think in the next 15 minutes, I'm going to give some basic information about Tome. So, let's see if I can add that as an item. But I'm going to turn off the very cool sound effects here of my lovely rain droplets of my cave. And actually, speaking of which, if I'm going to be playing video games, let's have a change of scenery, right? Kind of really reliving the childhood experience of at night in a dark room in the family computer room playing video games. That's what I would like to emulate here. Actually, I'm going to see if I can do that all the way with a setting where, oh goodness, I'm losing track of my tabs. Okay, if I can toggle, where is it? This guy. Because there's an option for you to darken the background a little bit, and you can darken your model. So then, yes, it's like we're, We were supposed to be in bed, but we're staying up at our sleepover, playing games on the computer. You know, in a silly way. But with that, let's see. Toem, right. Sorry, losing track here. Let's see if I can present Toem in a way that will, you know, really convey what a treat we are in for, you know? Actually, I think I can reuse this asset. Hold on. Hold on, I think we're evolving. Yes! Okay, excellent. So let's look at Toem. Game. Let's see. Here we go. So this is you as a little guy. It is a photo adventure. This is the little guy that I poorly drew. I'm going to see if I can make him bigger. Oh goodness, that is, oh, you know what, maybe, maybe that is flying too close to the sun, but this will be our first game. So then starting next time, we will be starting off as a little lad in this beautiful world. It is grayscale, which I find very interesting as an artistic choice for a video game. It kind of helps it be a little bit more of a liminal experience. It doesn't mean that the world is completely derived of color, though. The color choices that are made in this game are very deliberate, and I'm a big fan of those kind of, you know, stylistic choices and things that make a game very unique. I'm a big fan, honestly, of when video games are, you know, they really push the limit where they explore an artistic style or they have an interesting element that's a challenge, especially when playing. So, let's see. Let's see if there's any more fun pictures. Oh, that's right. There's also the second game, Toem 2. I have not played the sequel, actually. So, I am certain, though, that it is a delight. Especially if you're still a little guy taking pictures. Twome. Oh, it's Tuum. Not, sorry. That was Tuum. That makes most sense. Also, sorry, whenever my model's freaking out, it's because I'm using my hands to cover my face. And that interrupts with the face tracker, so it makes it pretty silly for a hot second. So, Tuum, short for two of them. No, you're right, Yolk Wizard. That's actually correct. That makes complete sense, actually. That sounds great. Tuum, two of them. I can't remember if that's called a contraction, but that's a perfect not abbreviation. It's like the word form of mushing a word together. But I would say it's an excellent combination. And so thank you, both Barter Jam 21 and Yolk Wizard. And see, I'm very tempted, since I've called it Toem for so long, to go Twoem. But that's really silly. It just completely defeats the purpose. So, we'll just be leaving that as a fond memory. But going through the different pictures, these are not spoilers, by the way. This is basically how the area is set up. I would say that a lot of the different parts of the map are... wait a minute. Have I not been shown... Oh, did I forget to do the thing? Oh my gosh, you guys. No! I'm so sorry. I thought I pressed transition. That's me being silly. So hold on. This is the guy. I'm sorry, for the past like 5 minutes I thought I was sharing the right one. And it was like showing properly. But this is the little guy. And these are all the silly little kind of people you can meet along the way. Oh, I will say, This game has an animal capture where you can take pictures of animals along your way, and there's kind of like a codex, like in Animal Crossing. So look forward to that. I had a really great time with that. Excuse me. I think that's my stomach letting me know it's time to maybe have a snack. We'll save that for afterwards. But again, y'all, I'm so sorry. I always read it as tuum. Tuum. You know what? It could be that. Like you're going places. You know what? That also works. Is there an official... I think that's another question then that we'll be covering next time, which is how do you say the name of this game? So far we have 3 different pronunciations. We have Toem, we have Tuum, and then we have... No, I think that's just 2 then. Am I just silly? No, that was 2 different things for the sequel, Tuolum and 2 of them. And 2 different pronunciations of the actual name, which is Tuolum, Toem. Sorry, I'm getting confused. Toem or Tuum. I think both are good. Or Tome. 3rd one. You're right. Thank you, Yoke Wizard. Living up to the name. Yes, like Tome, like the book. All of them work, honestly, especially for the context of the game. I wonder if that's what they... I wonder if that's like the... Do you think that was intended? You know? That it's all of those things at once? It would make sense if it is. Seems biased. Suspicious triangle. Well, maybe. But we will find out together. And was there seeds, tomes in many places? Oh! Maybe. I think we'll find out together. At least next time. Alright. Well, this has been a very active stream. We had 2 votes, which is incredible. That decided the fate on the chat, which from now, stream onward, will be referred to as goblets. You are all by goblets. And I am Goblin. And we will have fun together, I think. And first 3 games voted Toem, Tome, or Tuum, however it's said. Then Overlord, then Off. Let's see. And in between this stream and next stream, so 1 week, I will be adding to the little friends up there. And currently, I've written names. Don't worry. We have Suspicious Triangle, Eli Corvus, Barter Jam 21, and Hand Cannon, and Fairy Light. We will have some more Goblet Ensemble members above me here. And we'll see how long I can keep it up. I'm going to start with 10 as the goal. And we'll see how that works. And so, I don't know about y'all, but we've been very productive today. I think for next time, we'll probably start playing the game. I will probably start the stream off by recommending everyone to have maybe some water next to them, a snack, maybe a task that you would like to get done, because I personally find that this is so fun. I get to pass the torch in a way. I've been very productive in many parts of my life, especially when I needed an extra kind of hand. virtually, I guess, and enjoying playthroughs for video games that I enjoyed and I either could not afford, which was most the case for most of the time, or I was too scared to play, or just were very involved. And so I get to pass the torch. So I get to be that person for y'all, if you would like, which is what a fun experience we will have together. So let's see. Yes, I think though that would be a good setup for next time. And let's see. Do another flip. All right, suspicious triangle. For you, I could do 2 flips. First time in chat. Lemmy Jr.? Leminger? Please let me know if that's the right way to say it. But hello, Leminger. Lem or Lemmy is okay. Excellent. Welcome aboard. You are approaching at the end of the stream. I will give you a quick catch-up. Every stream, if there's enough people, we decisions are made to continue expanding on what is going to be done and kind of filling in the holes of the lore, so to speak. So today, Lem, if you would like, you are now a goblet. So, that is the name of those in the chat. You're either strangers or goblets. I will leave it amongst y'all to decide. So that was one of the votes today. And the second vote was on which video games I will play first. And the first 3 have been decided. And the first one, starting next stream, will be playing Tome, which is how I say it. But it may be said as Tome or Tuum. I will find out, and I will report back. But starting next stream, I will be playing that game. So, yes. Thank you. The goblets have chosen well. Tome is it's a lovely game. I've definitely cried. But it was because it was just so sweet and very, very lovely. And I think a lot of people may enjoy kind of an emotional pick-me-up. So it was a wise choice. But the other 2 games, after those 3s, if you want to play more games, I would recommend Lies of P, Hades, and maybe Expedition 33. All right! I would love to play more games. So far, the first 3 games have been decided as Tome, Overlord, and Off. But I am happy to play, or at least check out, Lies of P, Hades, and maybe Expedition 33. I've beat Hades, so absolutely can add that on the list. Expedition 33, I've only heard excellent things about it. And Lies of P, I don't think I've heard that one. So I would love to play that one as well. I am open to playing games that I've either completely played and now I'm open to share the experience with everyone, or I will be playing for the first time and y'all will just witness my struggle. So, classic Lemmy dub. Thank you, Suspicious Triangle. Agreed. Thank you, Lem. Already joining and coming in hot with excellent recommendations. Yolk Wizard. Hades would be awesome. Hades 2 is great. Yes, I've heard, actually. Oh, thank you, Lem. You are coming in with some excellent explanations. So Lem says, sorry, let me see if I can do a flip while reading. I'll get that for you, Suspicious Triangle. Hold on, I need to make sure I'm visible here. So, while reading. Lies of P is actually a Souls-like game, but has a difficulty option and has more of a focus on an active story, unlike the other Souls games that focus on more environmental storytelling and lore. That's pretty great, honestly. And I promised 2 of them, so I'm doing 2 flips. You're welcome, Suspicious Triangle. Barter Jam 21. I have a friend who really liked that one. Well, Lem, Lies of P story was great. Excellent. Well, I will definitely add it to the list. And I will try and get it when it's on sale. So, let me make sure. Lem, just so you can kind of see what we've been up to. And I will remember to transition this time in OBS, I promise. So you should be able to see Lem. This has been the existing work for today's stream. We did it by rank choice, so these are the other items I already have in my library, but I will make a note. Oh! Sorry, more items here. Yolk Wizard said Lies of P is based on the story of Pinocchio, I believe. If I'm thinking of the right one, Lem responded with, yeah, it's an interpretation of Pinocchio. Oh! Interesting. You don't get a lot of reinterpretations of Pinocchio specifically, so how compelling! Thank you so much for the recommendation. I genuinely am so curious now. I'm so excited to try that out. However, I must keep to my existing commitments. I cannot betray the Goblet community here. So, I will add them. Let's see. Lies of P. Adding that to the list. And Hades. Since I've completed Hades, I will leave y'all to decide a lot of things on that run. However, the one thing I will not negotiate is that I'm buying every piece of furniture again. Because that's what I did the first time. I unlocked everything and I would change things up. And it was excellent. Because being able to customize your room is honestly really important based off vibes. So, let's see. And then the last one was Expedition 33. I think Expedition... Wait a minute. Isn't that game that was made all that hullabaloo at the Game Awards this past year? I think so, right? Oh, must be a good game. I don't know much about it, except it was good and it has oh yeah, it won. Oh, good. Excellent. All right. Well, good. Makes sense at one game of the year. Thank you, Lem, for that additional information piece. They sweep the awards. What? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so behind. Oh my gosh. I've been too busy being sick and like at work and oh, I did I miss the Game Awards? Oh. A little stir. Broke writer for most nominations and wins in small game. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Wow, that's a lot of... Man, I've been living not... Well, I guess a cave is, you know, a part of a rock formation that then naturally... You know what? We're looking up caves too. Next time, we'll talk about caves. But excellent. We're also going to talk about, I guess, the Game Awards. Because that falls under the questions and things for me to look into and report back next time. So, X33. Oh, EXP, because I'm going to forget. Because Goblins aren't really known for being the wisest of creatures. We're doing our best, though. So, how excellent. Oh, goodness. Oh, and Lem, thank you so much for following. Excellent. So, Lem, to catch you up as well. So, if you see this board behind me, oh, whoops, Honk got on me. So far I have drawn Honk and Tonk. These have been customized through community agreement. So now we have Honk and Tonk, the lovely pets and residents of this cave. We have some hats that have been made. I will display you some of the other hats. The first one that we prioritized was tinfoil hat. So we have the first variation, which was made by Eli Corvus. He designed the model and did the rigging and the background. So pretty awesome, huh? And then so I figured out how to turn things into transparent. So I have my second tinfoil hat for when things, situation calls for it and I really need that firm armor. And then I have its final form. To truly ensure safety. And for the first one, I have other forms of life on my body in the form of snackable potatoes. I'm not snacking on them yet. That may come one day, or they just may be my friends along for the ride. But each of them also have a tinfoil hat, so they stay safe as well. You know what? In the other tinfoil hats, I should also give them. We should all match. Squat up. I'll add that to my list. But so we have hats, and I will continue drawing props and adding them to VTube Studio because no one can stop me. And up top, on the little board up there, I am adding in the 10 first followers, and I'm drawing their forms up here, and they will just stay on my, this is the Goblin board, and this is our little community here. So last stream, since things were kind of crazy that day, only Yolk Wizard could make it. So I was able to take time, and I was able to draw Yolk Wizard. So Yolk Wizard is part of the team. So now, between this stream and next stream, I'm going to need to draw 6 more goblets. And I will be using your username for the basis. If you come aboard and you're like, hey, I don't like what you did there, because Yolk Wizard got pretty spoiled. Since Yolk Wizard was the only one there for last stream, they got a complete custom little icon right here. So I'm open to taking in feedback, of course, because this is your icon. This is your representation on the little goblet board. And so I will modify them as I can, but I will do my best. Especially if you have a favorite color of sorts, or if you would like something to look very particular. I will do my best. So, welcome aboard, Lem. All right. Wow, we've made it to 7 followers. That's wild. I think there was 4 at the start of the stream. Well, thank y'all so much. And 6 viewers. Excellent. Welcome back. I think that's almost everybody. I heard that this stream is definitely unstable, so it may be crashing for some. I'm sorry. I did not know that is a factor. So I will be looking into that for next time as well. Because I guess for my previous streams, I was very lucky. And with luck, it's not always repeatable. It's not necessarily a scientific process. So I will learn how to do that so people have a better stream experience at least and not have the stream fail on them. So I will do my best. All right. Wow. I think we stayed a little bit after. Yeah, my goodness, an extra 15, 20 more or so minutes. But I'm glad we did, because now we have Lem as a goblet. Welcome aboard. So, wow. We accomplished a lot today. So, thank you everyone so much. I will be, I think, calling it here, because I think we've been productive enough that we all have earned a break. So please, I will see y'all next week. I will go over the questions that were asked through the stream, and I will begin the next stream with answering them, especially the Game Awards one. We'll definitely talk about that if you would like. I definitely would like to, because clearly I've missed a lot. And I would start with the next stream. There's going to be 7 goblets up there. And let's see. I think that's a good agenda for next meeting. So, oh, right, sorry. And I have a YouTube channel, so if you've missed previous streams and you would like to catch up, see the creation of Honk and Tonk, the hats, and just other aspects of the channel and the, I think it's the Twitch channel. This is referred to as Twitch channel. Then the development of this, I guess, place and community, feel free to catch up there. Also, on the YouTube channel, I have previous streams, of course, but I also have things that I've referenced, like answers. So I will be patching into that playlist a video about opossums versus possums, because that was a previous question. Same with if rats and possums are the same type of animal. Answer is no. Same with how to say certain words, because very clearly I'm learning alongside y'all on how to say things. So we'll have a video on the pronunciation there, but it's basically a playlist of answers that I referenced. And then there's another playlist of tutorials. Oh, you know what? What if I just show? What if I show and tell? I think I still have that actually. Hold on. If I go back to here and here, there! All right. Oh wait, I almost forgot to transition. Ah, there it is. Thank you for your patience. I have to get more used to that. But, there we go. So, this is the YouTube channel. And if I scroll down here, sources to stream answers, here. Effects and sounds I used, because I like to credit the things that I'm using. So, and especially if they're open source, or if they're like, hey, you can use it, just like credit me. There you go. They're all right here. So, you know, like I joked earlier, you too can have 10 hours of water dripping in cave. Absolutely. And then I also have linked here because I'm learning from scratch. I am using every tutorial that I can, that I'm making a playlist of tutorials that worked for me and ended up resolving issues and questions or helped set me up for success. Those are also linked here. So that way, if you also have questions, or if I forget, I have a repository here, so I can go back and figure things out. So, which is actually really fun. And today, I won my fight with YouTube. I could finally upload things that are longer than 15 minutes, because they didn't like my phone number. So, I mean, to be fair, I'm kind of cheesing it, but that's okay. You know, that's just between us, you know, goblets and goblin. And so, first stream ever, 2.5 hours is right here. I will be uploading stream 2 and this stream, which is stream number 3. And, yeah. All right. Whew. Lem, you are now caught up. I hope you were able to stick around for the entire explanation. And I will say, thank you all once again. I hope you have a good day, good morning, good night, or good evening. And have a great Friday. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.